Football, soccer, whatever you want to call the sport, there's no denying that these high-paid, quick-footed athletes love their wristwatches. But I don't. I'll never forget when I walked into this little thrift store around my hometown of Leytonstone, London. It was absolutely filled with rubbish, but this one particular piece of trash was calling out to me. The Tudor Submariner, my favorite watch. And there's no way Tudor paid me to say that. Did I mention my wife's a Spice Girl? Now, as silly as David Beckham's sudden love for Tudor watches is, Mr. Beckham's nowhere near the worst offender on today's list. So let's go ahead and kick off today's episode. Soccer has kickoffs, right? It's 3:39 p.m. Let's get down to business. Alright, so today we're going to be talking about soccer players and their very ugly watches because, let's face it guys, money does not buy taste. These are some of the highest paid athletes in the whole wide world, and yeah, they got some hideous watches. So we're going to ease your way into this episode. We're going to start with Gareth Bale. Now this Welsh footballer has been seen wearing an AP Royal Oak chronograph. And guys, I'm going to be honest, okay, this is kind of just a personal preference thing. I think that black bezel, white dial chronograph is just not working for me. I'm going to give him a pass though, because again, this is very, very benign when it comes to the rest of the watches on the list. So again, baby steps here. An ugly watch in my opinion, but you know, difference in taste. But this next player is not getting off the hook so easily. Tim Cahill. Yes, this Australian soccer player has been seen wearing a Hublot Big Bang Unico chronograph 45mm. The funniest part about this watch is that it retails for around $20,000, but you can find them pre-owned for around 10 grand. Oh, Hublot. Disgusting. Yellow card. Speaking of Hublot, we gotta talk about Diego Maradona, and he's not just satisfied with one piece of ugly, he wants two super ugly. Now his watch or watches of choice, the Hublot King Power Diego Maradona 48mm. Now that's a whole lot of watch for one wrist, let alone two, so all in all, he's rocking about 96mm of trash. If he was wearing just one Hublot, I'd give him a yellow card, but two, red card. Next up, Lionel Messi. He's designed his own Invicta. Now, this is a hyper exclusive Invicta, okay? Only 180 will be made. Just kidding, it's a really, really expensive Jacob & Co. That's right, $28,000. It's not an Invicta, guys. It's a Jacob & Co, but you could have fooled me. Now guys, listen, okay, I think it's bad. I don't think it's the worst one on the list. Like, I feel like there could be a use for this watch. You could give it to a kid. He could pretend he's Ben 10 or something. It just looks like a toy. So, yeah, yellow card. Toupee's falling over because it's so hot out. Soccer players probably can't play soccer with a toupee, because it would just fall off. All right, Sergio Ramos. Sergio Ramos is kind of an interesting guy, okay? He wears things as benign as like a solid gold Submariner, if you could call that benign, all the way to things like this Ebel. What is this Ebel chronograph? Okay, Ebel has a soft spot in my heart. I own a solid gold Ebel chronograph. I love it. I made a review on it. No one watched that review. It was one of my earliest episodes ever. I'll probably have to revisit that watch. It's got an El Primero movement. Very, very cool. But this Ebel, it's gotta be from when Movado bought the company, okay? Terribly, like, what is that? It's a red card. That's what it is. Alright guys, so as you know, there's a ton of different soccer players out there and they all love their really expensive wristwatches, often ugly wristwatches. So we're going to be continuing this topic in multiple installments, but I gotta finish up this episode with the king, Cristiano Ronaldo, and his $1.3 million Franck Muller Imperial Tourbillon. This thing's ridiculous. The dial consists of 122 diamonds, the bezel itself has 40 diamonds, the case has 44 diamonds, the band has 268 diamonds and 70 rubies, and all of this totals to one huge red card. Get the heck out of the game. I actually don't know what a red card means. I assume it means you get kicked out. Maybe it's like a coupon? It's like a coupon for meat pies. I don't know. Soccer players eat meat pies, right? Fish and chips? I don't know. So guys, okay, I know this is going to bother a lot of people because they worship soccer players or footballers, whatever you want to say. People love soccer. Not super duper popular here in the United States, but you know, I respect it. Soccer's cool. But guys, who did I miss? Okay, leave me a comment in the comment section. Who should I look out for and which watches should I pay attention to? Because I see some pictures on Instagram, I see some pictures online of these soccer players with ridiculous things on their wrist, and yeah, I'd love to talk about it in an episode. So who's your favorite footballer? Who's your favorite soccer player? Which watches do they wear, and are they ugly? Let me know in the comment section below. Let's continue that conversation and kind of use it as a little database in the comment section, so do it. And guys, if you enjoyed this episode, I want to thank you so much for stopping by, but consider supporting the channel by shopping at the Time Teller shop. So click the link in the description below and shop around. There's watches, watch accessories like watch straps, watch winders, watch toolkits. It's the one-stop shop for the watch collector like you, so what are you waiting for? Click that link, shop around. You keep me here on YouTube, and I'll love you for it. And guys, if you're new here and you haven't subscribed yet, what are you doing? Click that subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you do not miss an episode of the Time Teller. I upload Monday, Wednesday, Friday with a live Q&A every single Saturday, rain or shine, so you do not want to miss out. And of course, like, comment, and subscribe. Share this with other watch enthusiasts, other people that you think would enjoy this. I'm Jory Goodman, the Time Teller, and always remember, I didn't invent time, I just tell it. Real quick, if you enjoyed this episode, then do not worry, the fun doesn't need to stop here. Check out these recommended episodes that are going to be popping up on the screen anytime now. Also, take a moment, check out my brand new channel, the Time Away channel. It's where I talk about everything outside of the watch world, some of my other collections, some of my other hobbies. And if you're not interested in any of that, don't worry, just stay right here and I will see you right here. Because I never leave. I am trapped inside of this camera.